Good morning, gents and ladies. Well, this morning it's time for a head-to-head battle. Something new and something very old. Something new is this Harry's razor that I got for Christmas. I have not even opened it yet, so I'm not sure what it looks like. Something old, my old Gillette Fat Boy, 1958. Is that right? I was going to look up the date beforehand. Let's call it 1958. A lot of people like the 1959 for some reason, but I believe this is 1958, and it's so grungy I can't even read the date code on it. Anyway, 1958 Fat Boy versus a Harry's razor. You know, Harry's is like one of those subscription shave clubs, kind of like Dollar Shave Club, but they also sell it at Target. It's a cheaper alternative to just buying like cartridge razors, cartridge blades and stuff. 5-blade cartridge, this one here, with a rubber gripped razor handle versus the old steel, 59-year-old Fat Boy you've seen in a lot of my videos. It's just soap scum, folks. It's not rust. It's not weird, gross things. It's just soap scum, just some old soap. But let's see what happens. And we'll use some Barbasol. And also, this is Tuesday morning. I haven't shaved since Saturday morning. So that's to Sunday, to Monday, to 3 days growth of beard. We're going to go head to head. One side Harry's, one side Gillette Fat Boy from 1958 with Barbasol on both sides. All right. Man. I got to shave, man, because when I get this grungy, it doesn't feel good. All right, I'm going to open this thing up. All right, oh look, there's for some reason, there's a woolly mammoth on the back. And we slide it out. What does it look like? Ooh, fancy. There you go, just all over the place. All right. Thanks a lot, Harry's. You can't hold up your Harry's? I can't hold up my Harry. All right, so what do we get in the box? We get the, wow, look at that. It's not going to, we got a little cover for it for when you want to travel. And it comes with 2 5-blade cartridges. Let's just use one of these right now. So let's stick it on there. Let's see. Is that the front? There we go. All right, so it's a pivoting thingy. It's got this little cover on it to keep you from cutting yourself with 5 times the cutting power. And so here's how the travel case works, I guess. Take that with you. Looks like a lollipop for a robot. Okay, now let's... All right. I got a feather blade in my Fat Boy, and I already shaved it once in the previous video, so it's not even the sharpest feather blade against the very sharp, pristine Harry's razor. 3 days growth of beard. I just took a shower. I'm going to put some water on my face. I don't have any more cartridge razors. I think I have one that's very old that, like, if I'm really in a pinch, I'll use it to shave quickly. But I don't use one anymore. I do, however, sometimes use the electric razor if I'm absolutely in a pinch and just have to get out the door quickly and don't want any, just want to take the beard down a little bit. I'll use that electric razor that I reviewed in that other video. Just use what you need to. You don't have to pick and choose, just use what you need to. All right, so there's the Barbasol. So what should we do first? I know what the Fat Boy's like, so let's try the multi-bladed Harry's. I'm going to use it on this side of my face. Can you hear that? All right, so the one thing I do notice, and I remember from shaving with a multi-blade cartridge razor for years. I mean, I only started doing this about, 6 years ago? Shaving with a safety razor, is that it pulls the hair as you're shaving. You can probably hear that. And it's, it's a little bit uncomfortable, not too bad. The 3 days growth. And my beard hair is pretty coarse, too. That means thick, folks. And, all right, so there's the cheeks. Let's go down on the neck. And I'm washing it off just about every time I go down, just so I get it so it doesn't clog up. That's one thing about multi-blade cartridges. They tend to clog easily. It's doing a decent enough job, I'm not sure how much Harry's cost. Like I said, I got this as a Christmas gift. So I don't know what their subscription service costs or what it costs if you just buy it in Target. But seems to be fine. The handle, it's plastic. It feels kind of like a hollow, lightweight plastic, which is fine for one of these kind of cartridges, which is meant to be disposable. All right, so there's, see, that does a fine job. There's nothing wrong with cartridge razors. I just prefer safety razors because I just like vintage things. I'm kind of like an old school kind of guy. Plus it's cheaper in the long run for the razor blades themselves. I got that whole sleeve of feathers for like, what was it, 15, 20 bucks on Amazon? And cartridge razors can tend to be really expensive. All right, I need to fix my hair a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. It's an adventure every day doing my hair. All right side of my face with the Gillette Fat Boy 59-year-old razor. A very light touch. Flip it when you see. There's no pulling at all with one razor. I think that's the one of the nice things and one of the advantages of safety razor with one blade. You don't need 5 blades, and it actually is sharper. So it feels sharp. There's absolutely no tugging. I felt the Harry's. I felt the Harry's. That doesn't sound good. I'm gonna have to put this on a not safe for work video. No, it's fine. I'm at the Harry's razor. I felt the tugging on that, and there's no tugging at all with a safety razor, and it won't cut your face up unless you're really not careful, and that's possible too. You can nick yourself, but it's not gonna like slice your face up like a shavette would or a straight razor. It'll give you a nick. See, I got a nick because I got a bumpy chin. I think it was from when I was in middle school. That's one advantage of a cartridge razor I found, is that it doesn't give you as many nicks. Now, my Rockwell razor barely ever gives me any nicks at all. Now this Fat Boy will, as you can see. Oh, Fat Boy, you let me down. Not bad. All right, so there's the Fat Boy side. I wish you could feel it. Can you feel it? It actually feels like the cartridge, the Harry's, took off more beard than the Fat Boy. Can you hear it? Yeah, it did. Well, good job, Harry's. I still prefer the safety razor, but it works well. Works fine. Maybe there is something to the giant cartridge razor. I still prefer the feeling of this. In fact, let's do a second pass. We'll keep going. I'll put some water on my face. A little bit more Barbasol. That's probably too much. The second pass, you don't need as much shaving cream. So let's go ahead and do a second pass, which I always do with the safety razor. And you don't necessarily have to do with a cartridge razor. But I put this video up so you can make up your own mind, make your own choices. I encourage you not to listen to anybody on YouTube to dictate what you should do with your own body, with your face, with your skin, your blood, your hair. Come on, hair, stay put, will you? It's those stray ones. All right, pass number 2 with the Harry's navy blue. Let's go sideways across the grain. That's not bad. They do definitely feel very different. There's a very different sensation of dragging a very flat surface like this is. Very flat, as opposed to one single point, which is right there. So there's a big difference in the feel. I prefer, and we go up, I prefer the feeling of the single blade. But this Harry's will be good to have around for if I feel like, you know, doing a really quick shave. I don't feel like messing with, you know, lathering up. Of course, you don't want to go over one spot too many times. You get a little razor burn even with a cartridge razor. All right. Blood spot. Deadly. Deadly safety razor. It's my past coming back to haunt me. All right. I don't know what that means. Safety razor across the grain. Do I feel more manly using an old school safety razor? A little bit. There's some of that to it. It just feels cool. Sideways. And then up on this side. A little Chet Baker in the background. Oh, and just as I say that, he stops. Thanks, Chet. Well, that's what you get for... All right, so let's get under the nose here. A little sideways. And let's try with the Harry's under the nose on the other side, shall we? Yeah, there we go. All right, let me rinse that off. Now they feel about the same. I think on my neck there's still a little bit more over here on the safety razor side. This is a little bit smoother on this side. Yeah. They're about the same up here. A little bit different on some of the more stubborn areas, like right here. So there you go. Harry's did a good job. Fat Boy, you cut me. You cut me. You know? That's why I don't use you as much anymore. I use the Rockwell. I'm cheating on the Fat Boy with the Rockwell. This is a weird video. What am I talking about? I don't know. It must be because I haven't shaved in so many days. What do you think? So, my final conclusion is, Harry's is a fine razor. If you prefer it, use it. Seems like it's probably a better option than, like if you join one of these clubs like Harry's and they send you like razors every month and you can use a new cartridge every, you know, week instead of like trying to stretch it out like I used to in the old days with, you know, like the Gillette Mach 3. I would make one of those cartridges last like, you know, months. And that's not good. You should use a sharp razor. It gives you a better, like sharp tools, like a sharp knife if you're using to cut something is better than a dull knife because you can really hurt yourself with a dull knife. All right, let's put some, let me dry off. So there you go, take that for what it's worth. Interesting, I've got another shaving kit that I was sent from the Bombay Shaving Company, based out of India. So I know, I've noticed there have been some people from India and places as far away as Pakistan, the Middle East, watching my videos. And so that company sent me, I'll do an unboxing first and then I'll show you how it shaves because I haven't shaved with it yet. I unboxed it and I did a video of that. Everyman Jack, let's put you on there. I'm gonna, you know what, since this little nick is right there, and her nick there, see? The Fat Boy can give me more nicks than the Rockwell. But I wanted to see. Styptic pencil, folks. Ouch, it hurts. Made out of alum, I believe. You can also get an alum block. You can buy these at any grocery store, pretty much. Or CVS, or Walgreens, or Jewel, Osco. Whatever part of the country you're in. You go to a Wawa if you're in Pennsylvania. I love Wawas. And then, always, no matter what razor you shave with, whether it's a cartridge, a shavette, safety razor, or a straight razor, you need to moisturize your skin afterward with something. Something. because you've just been scraping with a sharp blade against your skin. That's something I never did for years until I started, really looking into it. And that's it. That's the shave for today. Thanks for watching. Go out and get yourself some Harry's if you like. Go to an antique store on eBay to get yourself a safety razor if you want to try that out. There's lots of entry-level safety razors. Yeah, it's a new kind. It's a safety razor. Safety razors, so you can get anywhere from $5 on up to, if you get one of these like vintage in its package from the 1950s, you're gonna pay a premium just because people are proud of those razors. And my hair is doing some weird, Bob's Big Boy up on top, which is fine. And thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want to watch, if there's anything specifically you want to watch or know about, and I'll try to get around to it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you next time.